Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. This is video number 2 for today. I'll have a Moha video out for y'all tomorrow. And before you ask, no food reviews. It's all gone. Well, the food reviews that I have on this channel are not gone, but the food is gone. Yes. So, it's time we talk about, again, but physically this time, Tahu Minifig. Bionicle cosplayer, as it says officially, that's its official name. What we need to do as a community, as the Bionicle community, is discount and dismiss this as Bionicle cosplayer, and instead refer to it as Tahu, the Minifig edition. Yes, he does have some stupid moron's face underneath. Let's just ignore that and talk about this minifig. The canister, this is a nice little bonus. It's kind of cool, actually. He's got the flame sword, which has the lightsaber rod in red. I actually have a bonus one of those and another bonus piece, which is cool. Very nice of LEGO to include bonus pieces. I'll just put those in these plastic fucking drawers. And the flame piece is not the Tahu flame piece like on the original set. They went lazy with this one. The printing is, I mean, it's subject to questions because these Lego's print quality tends to get, well, it's let's just say it gets flagged, or not flagged, but it gets Lego a bit of flack because the quality is questionable. And the plastic quality is also questionable because, yeah, it's Lego. They are cutting corners in the wrong places. What the hell's wrong with my finger? And they are doing things to benefit themselves and not the customer. The customer just has to shut up and pay the $5 for this thing. And yeah, also he has this shoulder armor, which reflects the black sockets, which is cool. Got orange arms, red hands, dual molded legs. The feet obviously are red, and the printing is actually decent for the most part. I actually appreciate it. Printing on the face, I don't care about the face because it's Tahu's not a human, you idiots. Yes, there's humanicles, but whatever. The mask looks amazing for its small size, and it looks exactly like it should for a scaled down version of the How. Now, what concerns me about this, other than the fact that the plastic looks like it's made out of different material because it's just lighter in color. Here's the connection point. It's an anti-stud, and it feels like, because Skybird had a similar idea, where you scale down the mask to this exact size, but attach via a pin into the pinhole of the head of the minifig. This feels like a ripoff of that. Lego should give Skybird credit. He deserves it. But that's not what Lego does, because they're dicks. Posability, obviously, typical minifig posability. There's no reason to go over it. The stand is just this. Now, this is the first collectible minifig pack set that I've ever gotten. Besides the first one I got, which was the Skateboarder Dude from, I want to say 2011, and I got rid of that one. So this is the only minifig from the collectible minifig packs that I have now, and it's gonna be the only one because it's the one I care about. Now, my sister bought this for me. She paid the $5. She had to use her phone to scan the QR code on the back of every box she could get a hold of, and in the store, to find Tahu. Tahu was, it was a pain in the ass for her, obviously, but Tahu and the Ninjago minifig were the hardest to find because they were seemingly more rare than the other minifigs. What? I suspect that LEGO made a limited quantity of Tahu and the Lloyd or Ronin minifigs. Why? It's a tactic. It gets people to, you know, search for them and buy them up. They're being sold on eBay for ridiculous prices. And, yeah, no way we were going to pay more than $5 for this little bastard. I mean, seriously. This minifig and the Ninjago minifig are... They were produced in limited quantities, and whether it was intentional or not, it caused me to believe that LEGO was doing this strategically to increase, you know, bodies in the stores, basically. In the LEGO stores themselves, specifically, because, you know, that's where the money goes straight to LEGO. Because, let's face it, yeah, at places like Walmart and Target, they have to share that money with the stores, because the stores have to, you know, pay their own costs and whatnot. But regardless, why limit this and expect us to actually be active in the search for this and the Ninjago fig? And wow, what a fucking catastrophe, LEGO. You corporate cunts, how dare you? This is, you don't limit a minifig like this and expect people to not bitch about it on the internet like I'm doing. Now, it's quite possible that it's only limited here where I live, but I find it hard to believe that there are endless copies of this, much like there were on the other ones. Now, obviously, I have this little pamphlet here. Instructions, they don't even give you instructions on how to build Tahu. I build it myself because I knew how to do it. And, yeah, there's a checklist. I could just check off Tahu, but I was going to burn this anyway, so fuck you, LEGO. Yep, Tahu is number 3. The Ninjago one is number 11. Guaranteed that the Ninjago one is limited because, you know, Ninjago sets still sell, so there's no point in LEGO, you know, giving us endless numbers of these. They're not endless, they can only make a certain amount of minifigs for the series packs before they move on to the next series pack, and yeah. But with the Bionicle one, limiting Tahu here is like, just, that is just fucking balls, and you know it, LEGO. Now, I hate when companies make limited edition things, and LEGO is no stranger to limited editions. Look at Toa Iruni and Toa Norik. It's more so Toa Norik because Toa Iruni was, and this was in 2005, but still. Toa Iruni was released separately, eventually, the same year. But there was also the special limited special pack that contains both canister sets in one, shrink wrapped box sort of thing with the canisters. So LEGO are no stranger to limited edition things. And again, I hate when companies produce limited edition anything because you're alienating your fan base. You're alienating your customers by, some people actually get this while others who really want it don't get it. That is just wrong, in my opinion. So, to make this limited, that's basically just telling us, you couldn't get it and it's sold out. Yeah, well, fuck you. So, move on to something else. No, LEGO, fuck you. You need to have equal amounts of all 12 of these damn things. You can't just produce limited numbers of this and not, well, and of the Ninjago one, and not the other 10? This minifig obviously is a celebration of the franchise from our childhood heroes, and it's caused all of us here in 2026 to continue to celebrate Bionicle the way we do. As LEGO keeps shutting down certain projects, that's the power, and making it more difficult for us to, do the things that we want with Bionicle. Celebrating Bionicle is what this minifig tries to help us do. At a price of $5. You gotta give LEGO credit for just doing just the best they possibly could with this minifig. Obviously, it could be done better. Much better. Like, for example, not having the fucking cosplayer part of it! And also giving Skybird credit for his idea of the scaled down mask. I like to think that LEGO stole the mini mask idea from Skybird, but either way, it still looks pretty damn good. So, despite, the negativity surrounding this set, this minifig, there's still positive aspects to it. It celebrates the legendary franchise that is Bionicle G1 without actually being a construction figure. It's a minifig. This is an anniversary style minifig, and it works in a limited way, not in just quantities, but also it works because it unites the fandom for the most part. Yeah, I know I said that this was a fake, that it was not going to happen. LEGO would never let it happen, but they did let it happen simply because they could. That's all there is to it. They wanted that extra $5. They didn't know. Part of me wants to believe that they put this in the minifig pack just for the sake of getting another $5 out of the. But either that, or they just had an open slot for the minifig packs, and they didn't know what else to put there, so they came up with this shit. So, which is fine. We're better off having Bionicle than something else, but it makes me wonder what they're going to do next after this and after this entire series of sets. Hang on a second. The Tahu minifig, obviously it's not perfect, but it is what it is, and what it is what it is, to be redundant. But the Tahu minifig, despite the disrespectful nature of it being the Bionicle cosplayer, labeled as Bionicle cosplayer, and it still feels like Lego at least somewhat cares about Bionicle and the fandom enough to give us this minifig. And, you know, they said they would do bits of nostalgia here and there, and this is one of those. This is the latest offering. And I still feel that the next Bionicle thing we get should, like, if there happens to be a G3 soon, it should be SCCBS, because constructible action figures, you know, bigger action figures, you know, obviously bigger than this, but some people don't want that. Some people don't want constructible figures in the form of SCCBS because, well, they're elitists, so there's that. But the minifig idea for Bionicle is something I preached against, simply because if Lego was going to do a Bionicle minifig, they had to do it right. They had to do it like this. And comparing the two ideas, yeah, the Yanika is definitely taller, but that's a given. It definitely looks better than the Tahu Minifig because there's a lot more detail in the parts and whatnot. But the Tahu Minifig, this is an anniversary sort of thing. It celebrates the franchise in some way without overdoing it, obviously. And it works. It works as best as it can, while Lego still, you know, puts their hands out expecting us to pay for their more expensive licensed sets that they keep releasing. And this is not a licensed set, which is fine. So $5 up the wazoo. I feel like the canister could have done better in the details. You could have actually put the Technic logo and the Bionicle logo there, but smaller and stylized. I don't know. The point is, and obviously the back of the canister has nothing on it, but more work could have been done to this to make it feel like the ultimate minifig incarnation of Tahu. But what they were able to do here, it just works. It's good enough, and anyone who thinks it's not good enough is clearly an elitist. And I remember saying that anything Lego does, even this minifig, still never going to be enough, because people are going to continue to demand more from Lego, much more. And you can't please everyone, Lego. I mean, come on, let's face it. Everyone is going to have their opinions and their biases towards this minifig because it's not true Bionicle. Well, it's close enough. It's the best Lego could give us here in 2026 without giving us another gift with purchase. They're not giving us a gift with purchase now because they gave us this. And for $5, yeah, it works. You just gotta pretend, and just pretend that it's not a Tahu Bionicle cosplayer. You gotta pretend that it is the actual, that's an actual Tahu minifig. Because why wouldn't you? If you're a Bionicle fan, you see this as Tahu in minifig form, not a fucking Bionicle cosplayer. I understand cosplay is a thing, and that's cool. That's a whole realm of I just can't get into, but I understand why people still do cosplay and why people have dressed up as Bionicle characters. So Lego was kind of trying to go down that realm, but with a minifig, and it just feels insulting. It really does. It makes Tahu feel lesser of a character by putting the mask on some shitty minifig human character who's nameless. And yeah, I just again, it feels like much more can be done with this, but I guess LEGO maxed out their budget for what they could do with this minifig. And overall, I mean, what do you have to say to a company that still has some respect? It's a very small amount of respect, but it's some respect to the Bionicle fandom, to the Bionicle community, despite things that have happened last year and still happen, because they're corporate cunts. That's all they care about is money. And this is going to give them $5. They're going to be rich. They're already rich, but they're going to cause fans to demand more of this. And this is going to start a revolution in Bionicle minifig ideas. You know, people will look at this and say, I have ideas to further this as a concept for Bionicle G3. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say to, you know, do what TTV was doing. Fuck their concepts. They're garbage. This is going to spark a lot of interest and a lot of creative ideas, creativity in general, for Bionicle fans to, you know, make their own G3 concepts. Do something better than TTV did years ago. This, as I said, celebrates the franchise to some degree. It's not a perfect celebration by all means, but it is one. And I just love how this mask turned out. Looks great. That is the new piece on here. Everything else is stuff we've had before. Although I've never had this shoulder armor before. It's pretty cool. And the prints are new, obviously. So, if you were expecting me to completely tear apart this minifig and, you know, throw it in the garbage, I wouldn't, because my sister spent $5 on it, for one. And second of all, it's still a thing that we can, you know, buy and celebrate and, you know, keep the wheels running, you know? And it's still a Bionicle in the modern day that, you know, fans will get all kinds of nostalgia from, because, you know, their childhood heroes in 2001 meant a lot to them, and they mean a lot to me, definitely. And a minifig version of everyone's favorite character, Tahu, everyone's favorite Toa, is probably the most overrated Toa Mata character. Kopaka being a close second, but Tahu being the poster boy of Bionicle in general, not just G1. Yeah, he deserved his own minifig, and he got it. It's nice to have this. I'm glad I have it, and I wanted to know from you all, what do you think about the Tahu minifig? Not Bionicle cosplayer. God damn it, Lego. What do y'all think about the Bionicle Tahu minifig? And do you think that this will lead to a potential G3, if at all? Because I don't think it's going to happen. Or do you think that, you know, like, how are you celebrating when it comes to the Bionicle cosplayer minifig? And I hate to call it cosplayer, because it's That's just disrespectful. It's Tahu Minifig. There you go. What do you think about the Tahu Minifig? Let me know in the comment section below. I've given you my final thoughts. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to put this where it goes with the other two Tahu system things. And as for this, well, there you go. Final thoughts on the Tahu Minifig. It's good. It really is. What once was thought to be fake, to have the physical thing in my hands, it's more believable now than I originally thought. But there you go. Stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.